Hello, everyone. Thank you for joining us at the SLA Africa Accelerator Demo Day 2019. My name is Loretta, and I'll be your host for today. Over the past 3 months, SLA facilitated an accelerator program designed to identify, support, and fund the next generation of Nigeria's brightest female entrepreneurs. This year, we chose 16 companies across Nigeria from a variety of sectors and fields, from education, fashion, health. Now we've come to the end, and the 5 startups have been choosing to pitch their business to our judges and to you, our live audience. At the end of the show, the judges will select our program partners and sponsors, the Work in Progress Alliance. Now, it's time to introduce our wonderful judges. Joining us from Flutterwave is Bode Abi, strategy articulation and process redesign. We're so glad to have you here, Bode.
Thank you. Thank you.
Our second judge today is Dayo Koleowo. Dayo is economic stability will be achieved by empowering one of her biggest assets, the people. Thank you so much, Dayo. Business model. Thank you so much for being here.
Experience in product management, and Olusoji Sodiq is our CTO. He has been building AI-powered product and blockchain apps for the past 7 years. In summary, we are a unique team solving a big problem with a sustainable solution. Our attractions are great and we have promising financials. We have a great vision to add value to the lives of 20 million students and 10,000 teachers in the next 3 years. We enjoin you to support us.
Okay. Thank you for that presentation. I just have a question. You talked about the inclusiveness. Can you tell me a bit about the onboarding? So how do I get into using Cindy bots?
Okay, so we are going to be using any form that you can use, but we understand that almost all our users are not on social media.
Sure.
So we have affiliate sales agents that go to these places to inform students in schools and events that have students around them. And then we have 5,000 naira model where you have access to all subjects for 1 month.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you, Ina. So I have 3 questions.
And do perform research on 20 schools in Lagos State.
Okay. Is there any formal agreement with this discussion, or it's fine if it's just something we've had a conversation?
Yeah, there's a letter for the approval.
Okay.
But restructuring our payment model, every child is going to be paying 1,000 naira to have access to every topic in the subject. Yes.
So that's going forward?
Yes, going forward. And then for the SMS,
I didn't really, until she asked the question, I didn't really get a feel of what exactly your business model was until you then said, okay, we have
schools who use the wire curriculum.
Okay.
So currently, every content we have on SimbiBot is of the wire curriculum.
Okay.
But based on user research, we found out that some people want the British curriculum and the American curriculum to make everybody use the platform. So we are going to be working on these two and further break down these questions. So we keep iterating the product until it's awesome.
a strong team of teachers who are building this content.
Exactly.
Okay. That's it.
So how do you...
Going forward, when we are going to be adding the junior secondary school content, the primary school content, we're going to be working on the financial models we're going to be using to pay the teachers that are coming on board, because we need quality expert teachers to do this for us.
What would you...
That every child can need. And don't forget that we also need to keep iterating this content that we already have currently. So it's like we are working on the previous content and we are onboarding more content. So most teachers are passionate about education, but they also want the money. So we are going to be working on these strategies with
registered users. How do you acquire your first 1,000 users? And what's the plan to acquire the next, say, 20,000 users?
Okay, so it was during an examination that was coming up that we shared the platform on Facebook, WhatsApp groups. We asked people to enter their WhatsApp group and they were using it. And also during our user research, we kept going to every school to ask questions. And then after telling them about it, we told them about SimbiBot. And most of the students said that some of them don't have phones, but their parents are willing to give them the phones to use if it is for education. So after this, most of them were using the premium model where they have to share. We made the premium model compulsory. Before you use SimbiBot, you have to share. Our numbers went viral. So going forward, we're going to be partnering with schools. We've already been talking to different schools. We've already been conducting our user research. They already know us. It's going to be easier for them to onboard them. And we're going to be partnering with parents. It's going to be our mode to use, where parents know about this and they're going to be using them to onboard the students.
Yeah, I think you should target like this parent-teacher association where you can actually convince the parents. Because if you get the hearts of the parents, then it's easier for the schools to adopt what you're doing.
All right. Thank you very much.
Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thanks.
Thank you so much, Oyinda. So now we have Adara Momodu of Uncle Paddy. Uncle Paddy is a health-centered startup that uses data, research, digital technology, and impact of scale in reducing the cancer burden in Nigeria. The startup is Africa's first digital clinic providing access to medically verified information and survivorship services via integrated social features. Adora, over to you.
Imagine what it feels to lose a part of your body. Imagine what cancer patients have to go through. Kubirat Abiola was a cancer survivor whose only one wish was that she would have wished to have gotten access to the right doctors, the right hospitals, and the right network of survivors. Kudirat is like the 3.2 million currently diagnosed African cancer patients who are currently plagued with misinformation and misdirection. Healthcare in early cancer care is paced with paucity of accurate information. It's paced with bureaucracy in navigating cancer care, and also the challenges of limited availability of resources. Currently in Nigeria, the spending as of 2018 was that Nigerians spent an average of $20 billion on healthcare. 68% of this healthcare was via medical tourism. The medical tourism site of India boasts that Nigerians spent about $1 billion on health in India. 60% of this medical tourism that is spent goes to 4 core courses, and one of them being oncology. Our product is leveraging on digital technology to improve access to meet the health resource demands of our consumers. Our product features providing accurate cancer information, providing access to teleconsultation, connecting doctors to patients without the bureaucracy involved in navigating care, providing you with a support network that can guide you through this process, providing you with deals and discounts to reduce healthcare cost burden. What we are proposing is that with a simple touch of any mobile device, you can connect instantly to information that you can trust, which is medically verified. You can also connect instantly to your doctor. So a patient in Kogi can connect to a consultant in Lagos, as there are currently over just barely 99 cancer specialists in Nigeria to take care of a burden of 294,000 cancer patients diagnosed in Nigeria. Currently, we are in the phase 1 of our roadmap, where we've built a website that offers these services. We have our teleconsultation platform on it. We also have a community of survivors, and we also offer the deals and discounts. We intend to generate revenue through value-based pricing of our services. We intend to generate revenue by collecting licensing fee from partner providers, collecting commissions and royalties from our partner diagnostic centers, and collecting a subscription fee and service charges from our clients who participate in the consultation services. Currently, we've captured the data of 4,500 plus patients, as Uncle Paddy was as Oncopadi was deployed as a patient navigation tool in partnership with the Lagos State Ministry of Health to capture data in 3 selected PHCs currently in Lagos State. We have over 403 active cancer patients on our platform. We have 21 cancer survivors on our platform. We've been able to conduct 115 online consultation with patients from Nigeria, patients from Sierra Leone, patients from the UK, and even patients from the US and Ghana. Our team consists of women who are passionate medical doctors in field of healthcare who are constantly saddened and burdened with the problem of cancer, as we all work in the space of cancer care. We currently are looking for $90,000 to take our product from the first phase, which we currently are, to the next phase. Please join me in making a cancer-free world, as cancer has been noted as one of the challenges that poses great threats to both the working establishment and to caregivers and to the entire family. Thank you very much.
So how do you pay the professionals that are on the platform to give this to answer questions, for instance, from the patients?
So currently, the professionals get a 40% charge out of the charge that the patients pay for. So they get 40% off, and then Oncopadi takes 60%.
Okay, so out of the 115 consultations that you've had, who determines the pricing for consultations?
Okay, so the consultation is based on what type of consultation is involved. So if a patient wants a teleconsultation, that's a video call with a consultant, you pay as high as 25,000 naira. If a patient wants just a chat with a medical officer or a cancer community extension worker, you pay as low as 8,000 naira.
Yeah, sorry, in answering that as well, also let us know how you onboard the doctors.
Yes.
Just explain how it works.
How it usually goes via either a phone call or a message. Then our colleagues send in their documents and we verify that they have the necessary approval, they paid all their dues as regulated by the Medical and Dental Council of Nigeria. Who attend conferences, just as the aortic conference, which will be going in November, we onboard at least 100 or less than that in our platform. And how we charge them is based. So some people opt for the premium service where they pay a subscription fee of 25,000 naira, covers every service that they want to run on for a duration of time, being 3 months. And some people pay per service charge. So if you want to if you want to partake in the teleconsultation, you can pay for as high as 15,000 naira, depending on the type of consultation you want. If you want a multidisciplinary consultation that includes an oncologist, a healthcare worker, and probably your family physician who is already attending to you, that's a multidisciplinary approach, and that can even go even higher. For those who want just to get information generally on cancers as regards basic information, they can request for consultations, either teleconsultation also via a medical officer, and the rate of that is lower. It comes down to as low as 5,000 naira. For those that just want to chat with the consultant or chat with even a medical officer, chatting rate is as low as 1,000 naira. Now, we also generate revenue from partnering with our diagnostic centers. So under our deals and discounts, we offer health tests at subsidized rate. And these partnerships...
So this does not replace what happens in the hospitals, right?
So what...
where does it come in?
Okay, so basically what it is doing is leading the way in mobilization of point of care from the hospitals to the patient in Nigeria as a whole. And with a doctor-patient ratio of 1 to 2,500, you can imagine the amount of patients you have to see in a day. So with this process, we are able to navigate care and ensure that they need to address the problem right there in their community.
Okay. And I think I'm still going to work that around in my head. I'm just trying to figure out at what point, while to get to your doctor, then you go to Oncopadi and ask any questions. Is that the way it would work?
Okay, so basically, I have a cancer query.
Yeah. So the person they're connecting you to is not necessarily a doctor. Is it a doctor or a clinic that will help?
So on our platform in training can take out, we can empower that person as far as in Kogi State, from Lagos State, to be able to help you and attend to the problem. It will cost you less than having to travel from Kogi to Lagos to actually meet a consultant that will address that same. They most times present with either their traditional attendants in the they don't have connections to most of these health workers in their facility. So with the information direct, okay, so we launched in November of last year.
Okay, so 115 consultations
have been conducted
November
of last year.
And then what's your future plan? So you mentioned you needed $90,000, and then you rushed over that bit, so I didn't get to see it.
And we intend to go on to the Android and iOS application. We're also able to capture people in the remote areas, in the far remote areas. We want to also integrate the USNs that helps you to triage symptoms for patients that are already.
And so all these things that you do is for what? What do you want to be able to achieve? Do you want to be more consultative?
The cancer burden in Africa by at least 1%.
Okay. The 150 people that you've had that have signed up.
403.
What is it? Okay, the 403 that have signed up. Can you describe people that have signed up now? What sorts of people? And like Dio asked the other time, how have you reached these people? Is it via social media? How have you gone about the marketing?
Okay, so we've found out that most times we also have partnership with locators in primary healthcare centers that help us to also navigate patients on this platform. So when patients walk into your primary health platform for us.
Yeah, so let me just clarify that question, because it's also, what segment of the market are you focusing on now? And which segment would you focus on later? Because that's what I think you're saying. There's walking to a private hospital. These are diverse people. So what is the current target market like? And then tell us in the future, okay, this is the other target market I would like to add.
Okay, so the current target market are people who walk into primary, the general public, basically. They are not necessarily the high-earning people, because the people would go to private hospitals because they can afford that.
So that iOS one that you are mentioning is in the future?
Yes, it's a future.
Have a doctor. They already have, community, if you like, of people who are giving them that information. So, and then there's another thing, and you should always be able to finish before you interrupt. The second thing is, you're talking about how you want to reduce tourism, medical tourism. So, are you saying that you're going to have, doctors outside of Nigeria on your platform? How are you trying to reduce that?
So the first is that the patients we are targeting are pre-diagnosed patients. So patients who have not seen a doctor, who just have a medical query that need someone to answer that medical query. Queries being queries related to cancers.
Well, how would they know that it's a query related to cancer?
Yeah.
So most times, when we did a study in Shebekli Cancer Care, what we found out is that people present late because they don't know what the problem is. But generally, people walk into the hospital with queries like, I have a breast lump, or I have a discharge. Community health extension workers are not empowered with the information to actually detect that, okay, this might be a cancer case, and so to refer on time. But by empowering these people, they are able to now refer them on time through our platform and then connect them with an oncologist.
I think you need to define what your USP is, to be honest. I feel like I'm not getting the story. I wish you spoke more about, the community of people who, I have cancer and I'm being able to connect with other people and being able to actually build a community that helps people emotionally and give them information to help them survive, as opposed to everything else you said to me.
Yeah, so I think you have a bit of that community.
Yes.
The thing about it is just the clarity of the delivery.
Yes.
So if you had told us about the segment, the customer segment that you're focused on, then the USP that is tied to the segment, what has happened is that you've tried to combine all the things that Onkopadi wants to do in this lifetime in this pitch. So that's why it's, a lot of people we've got lost at different points in time. So just for next time, be very clear. And then in the roadmap, you can tell us all the other things that will be added onto what you have now. So at least we are clear.
I think you should also check Baby Migo, right? Yeah, it's a company focused on women and pregnancies, but you're focused on cancer, for instance, right? So you want to check how they're solving that. They build a community around themselves. There's a free. You should have a platform where people can just come on and either reach out to someone without having to consult at all, like not paying any charge at all, right, or paying any fees, and create a community around that, which can help you figure out some things that I don't think you've thought through a lot of the things that you want to do, and that's also on your traction. You've been around for a year and you just have 115 consultations. That should tell you something, right? But yeah, just take the feedback that we've given.
I think the only thing I would just like to add, like he said, because the question I would have asked was, how easy is it in consultation for people to open up about the sort of information you need? And the only thing I see, apart from when you see groups like pregnancy, autism, they tell you everything, the schools that your child can go to, the food they can eat, the resources there. They have groups on WhatsApp, they have private groups on Facebook that you can tap into before you even get to open up that. Because it's a very personal thing, and over the phone, people may not really tell you everything you need to know to be able to give a diagnosis on whatever is wrong with them. And I think what we're all saying is, if it's not clear what you're trying to achieve, the business model, how you make money, all of that becomes more complicated. Yeah.
And I think you should focus first on building a community of people who will eventually need your services, as opposed to the other way.
We get it.
It's in the flow.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Adora. And right now, we're going to take a very short break, and we'll be back in around 5 minutes. Thank you.
I was a full-time housewife with no direction, and I didn't even know, no purpose. But with your articles and everything you do, I have been empowered.
Building the life of your dreams is hard, and everyone deserves a bit of help. That's where we come in. She Leads Africa is a platform that helps women just like you get the mentorship, knowledge, and networks they need to build the career or businesses they want. From articles to events to webinars and more, we are here to help you shine. Get started today by signing up to our newsletter. With just a click of a button, you can get information about career and business opportunities, as well as inspirational advice delivered right to your inbox. Don't wait, sis. The life you've always wanted is just around the corner.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
started today by signing up to our newsletter. With just a click of a button, you can get information about career and business opportunities, as well as inspirational advice delivered right to your inbox. Don't wait, sis. The life you've always wanted is just around the corner.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the SLA Africa Accelerator Demo Day 2019. And joining us next on the stage is Lillian Uka of Edu. For learners meet their learning expectations and also enable passionate tutors and extra money. Thank you, Lillian.
Good morning, everyone. For me, school was difficult. 7 out of 10 questions. My aunt decided to take me on as a project. Today, I stand right before you proud of who I am. My name is Lillian Uka, co-founder of EduPoint. According to Scissors Capital, between 2012 to 2030, there will be a rising need for quality teachers. This increase in class population and differences in student learning pace has resulted to a significant decrease in academic performance of students. So here's where EduPoint comes in. EduPoint is an online innovative platform that uses artificial intelligence to connect students to verified tutors who deliver one-on-one lessons in any field of interest, exams or skill. We help students to find, to evaluate, to locate, and to track tutors, competent tutors actually. All right. Our vision is to be Africa's largest and most trusted peer-to-peer tutoring service who deliver lessons to students in order for them to scale up in their academic performance, as well as help tutors to earn viable income for themselves. All right, so how does EduPoint work? You go to our website, you find your tutor on our website, and you schedule your lesson, and then you meet our tutor at the EduPoint space, or you schedule a convenient time for us to meet physically, and then we make an agreement. All right, our market is quite large, with a population tending towards 180 million. Half of this population are students and youths who are struggling every day to meet their academic expectations. And we also have tutors who are also youths as well, who are also struggling to earn extra income for themselves. With taking, for example, 4 states in Nigeria that have high population. For Lagos, for example, we have 20 families or 20 million people in Lagos. Our target market is 10% of this 20 million, which is 2.3 million, making our addressable market be $207 million. Okay, so our customer segment, we have more of the B2C segment, which is the 80%. We deliver our services to parents, to working professionals, like to youth, to students, and to teachers, while our B2B business customer segment is the 20%, which we deliver, which we help sort out teachers for schools in Lagos. Okay, so our revenue model is 70 to 30%. We give 70% of our revenue to the tutors, which is what they earn, and then we have 30% of the revenue. We also get revenue from the B2B business, where we help schools to sort teachers. Okay, so since inception, we have over 5,000 tutors apply on our website. We have over 3,000 tutors vetted on our website, and so far we have over 50 clients currently on board its service. And okay, fast forward to 2030. If your child walks up to you to say, "Daddy, Mommy, school is hard. How would you feel? With strategic partnership and with investment, we hope to help train more teachers in order for them to deliver quality services, quality tutoring to these kids. We also hope to upgrade and improve our learning facilities. We are also making an online interactive availability for these students, and also help improve on our marketing outreach so that we'll reach a wider span of people. Thank you.
Lillian, possible to go back to the traction slide and just leave it there. Thank you. Traction, yeah.
Well done. So good job on putting the pitch together, whoever did. It was very clear, because I read it just this morning, and it was very clear, very concise. I didn't struggle with it at all. Even little things like your use of color, your brand identity is very, very consistent throughout the entire document, so well done. I really like the concept, mostly because it's something that is useful. People actually need that, and I'm saying this from experience because I know how hard it is to find tutor for your children, especially as they get older. So great, I really like it. The only thing that I would say is, if I'm picking a tutor, it has to be based on recommendation. So I need to know that this person is tried, tested by other people. So I need testimonies, or testimonials even, from a good number of people. Are you going to have like a rating system? Like, how are we going to know which tutor it is that we should be going for, especially pertaining to specific subjects?
Okay, so first of all, we do a background check of these tutors. We get their file, their profile, and then for a client who needs our service, we send the profile to you. And then aside that, we track these tutors. So you can be rest assured that if a tutor comes to your home, your child is not going to be missing. Okay, the services will be delivered top notch. Yeah.
Measure. How are you going to measure that?
Okay, so on the platform, when you click find a tutor, you actually see a tutor that suits what you want. Okay, and then it's not going to be a tutor from just anywhere. Meanwhile, from our own back end, we have scrutinized this tutor to make sure that we are not going to have a disappointment along the way.
What I mean is, how are you going to measure how well they are doing? Like, what's what I'm looking for?
So like you have the opportunity to rate. You with the client have the opportunity to rate the tutors. Yeah. So firsthand, when the tutor comes to your place, we give you a 1 week, or like a 1 week free ability trial to check to know if this tutor is competent enough. You can proudly tell us that this tutor is not what you want. And we will go back.
That's not even long enough. But what I mean is, so at the end of the day, there must be a way for you to determine whether or not that tutor is effective for the child. So there has to be some metric that you can use to measure, okay, the client teacher, the child teacher fit, because that's very also important, because one person may be better suited for somebody else. So there has to be a way to track how effective or efficient that person is suited to the child or whoever it is that they're working with.
Yeah. Okay, so I say for that first week, the tutor comes to your home. You have every right to check this tutor. We have done our check, because most times these clients, they want what they want. We cannot force on them what we think is right. So when we have these tutors come to you and we are sure that is what can effectively match what your child needs, and you say no, we give you the right to decline that tutor and pick somebody else.
Okay, I think what you're also asking is the rating, like
yes,
for
like
each
an
teacher.
Assessment.
So like an assessment. Is this person a 4-star maths teacher?
Yes.
And recommendations straight from the parents as well. So it's like you're buying something, I'll buy it because 10 people have said it, and I can see they are real people with their real needs, and I can assess that. So she's saying expand this to also have a rating where we can see social studies. This person is a 5-star social studies, and we have parents saying, this is my experience. Essentially a database for us to be able to choose teachers and match and say this is,
Exactly.
You
So
have
actually
that,
on the platform, we have our list of tutors.
That's what she's asking.
Yeah, we have our
You're missing the thing.
Do you have a review system on your platform right
Yes.
now?
Yes.
You do?
Yes.
And you have ratings?
Yes.
And
So
parents can make a review?
yes. And we also give you the opportunity to speak with our clients. Like, let's say you're a first time,
Okay.
we give you the opportunity to speak with someone who is already an existing client where you can
Okay.
we are doing very well.
That
Okay,
works.
that's
Yeah.
good.
Okay, so I have a couple of questions. So how do you vet your tutors? You say you do background checks. How do you do background checks? Where do you get their profiles from?
One of the details we ask you is your location, your profile, like your educational qualifications, and then we meet you one-on-one. We do a sort of exam.
Okay, explain to us.
So basically, it's like on the website. It works on the back end. So in future, we are planning to do an application, where you can directly do the tracking of the tutor. Currently, it's a back end stuff where we have we know when the tutor gets to the home of the parent, and then we know when he or she ends her lesson or his lesson.
Don't
Sorry.
need AI for that.
Come again?
I said that currently we don't have like an application for AI. So it's more like a back end stuff where we have these tutors tracked like through our platform. If the tutor is in a particular home, basically an offline, currently, we are working on the artificial intelligence part where we have to track this tutor directly on our website.
Okay, I'm not sure I agree with that though. But,
Yeah, so you don't need AI for that.
artificial intelligence for that.
To be honest, why are you tracking them for? What do you need that information for?
So I think it's misleading when you say you're using AI to. I can't remember what your first line pitch was, but you mentioned AI, and I was like, where is AI in what you're doing? Maybe you should do some research, more research. The second question I have is, what's your competitive advantage? What makes you different from the next tutor app or tutor solution out there? Why would I want to use you guys and not anybody else?
Okay, so we are affordable, first of all. We make sure that anybody, low income can partake in this services.
When you mean affordable, what do you mean affordable? It's relative. So,
okay.
like, how much do you charge, or how much do tutors
So
charge?
our fee per charge is $35. Yeah.
$35.
Yeah.
For what? $35 for what?
Per month for service.
Per month.
Yeah.
Okay.
And also we are also customer centric. Okay.
Everybody is customer centric. What else do you have?
So by being customer centric, I mean that 1 week you should check all the services or the tutorials platform. If they don't do this, we give you a 1 week free accessibility. Like you can have accessibility to our platform for 1 week free. We don't charge you. The reason is so that you would know what is coming to you and we would know what is coming to us. And then at the end of the day, we reach to an agreement.
Are those the only two uniques?
No. So we are also working on online interactive content such that people can also do or have ability to access on our platform. Like you can have classes online with our teachers.
Okay, I'm done for now.
So I'm guessing that's why you skipped through the competitive advantage. Just taking it out. Because we know that there are other platforms that exist. The competitive advantages that you've spoken of are not very strong. And if you're going to say you're affordable, you need to give us your $35 and the rest are, or you're 10-50% cheaper than. Saying you're doing a week free is also not, they might not be doing it because of cost, so they might actually be smarter. And eventually you might take out the 1 week free. So it's just a way to get more people if that's what you're interested in. What she was saying, so that you don't lose sight of that, is also assessments. You're doing 1 week, but it seems like your assessment after that week is like a discussion with the parents. What you want to do is get data points as to, there has to be specific questions that other parents can fill, or as they are talking to you, you are filling it. It depends on how busy they are and into your platform. So somebody comes on the platform and can see why someone is good against different data points. Is this person better with this kinds of children? Is this person better with this? It's different. Children have different needs. So that's what I think that she was also saying. So aside from just general reviews, because everyone does reviews, and that's where even your AI can become useful in the future, is how that is being, analyzed, and people can see different things about the different tutors, not exactly how they can be tracked, right? I don't know if you are tied to the technology part of the business, no? And so it's probably why you said the tracking bit is kind of off, right? But it's okay. The other thing I had was, what are direct learners or what are indirect learners? So you have 2,000 people for 3 schools.
Yeah, so far we have consulted for 3 schools.
Yeah. And the indirect learners, who are they?
Okay, so for the indirect learning, so we're not the one doing it directly. It is we partnering with companies that do that, okay, to be able to deliver those services to schools. Okay, I said we are currently partnering, we are working on partnering with companies that deliver services like coding and STEM and the rest of them. So we partner with them to deliver those services to schools, since we are not doing that directly. So for us, those students are indirect learners through the parents we partner with.
Oh, right. So you have 2,000 plus of those indirect learners. And those are so your direct learners are the ones that your own teachers have taught. And so your indirect learners are more than your direct learners at the moment.
We are it's a school. So we can.
Okay. How long have you been operating for?
Since 2018.
Okay. And the other bit is, what range of subjects do you have on the platform?
Okay,
so is it any subject?
Yes. All subjects, including international courses like IELTS and skills.
Oh, also skills? Okay, right. And then if you go, so you don't need to move this, but if you look at your direct learners and look at where you are trying to reach, my next question will be, how do you want to get there? Because you called some really big numbers in your projections, and I'm not, it's very hard to marry both of them together. So what are the maybe specific things that you think, how would you grow your user base to those numbers? I think you had 350,000 learners or users and some other things there. How do you want to reach that?
Okay, so we're going to be doing that with partnerships, and also on our platform. Okay, so we're going to be doing that with partners, and as well as when we hope to expand our market reach, such that we're able to reach larger number of persons, not just people who are high income earners, because we have more of these persons in low income, those in low income earners class. More of these persons who need our services there.
So about that, actually, do you know what would be more interesting to see is, we talked about having a rating system. I would happily, if I can afford to, pay for a 5-star tutor, knowing that I'm getting a 5-star. I'm going to get 5-star results. So if you had a rating system that was able to put teachers under like specific that they're all good, okay? If you're saying you want to be able to, cater to a wider range of people, then you do that by moderating the pricing. So you can have the premium teachers, who obviously you're going to be charging a premium for, versus the 2-star, quote-unquote, 2-star teachers that you can then, leave open for these so-called low-income earners that you're referring to.
Okay, so if I might ask a question, for the 2-star, do you mean that they are not good enough? Is that what you're trying to say?
I said the baseline is that every teacher that you have is good, because otherwise they shouldn't perform teaching anybody, right? So my point is, if you were able to have a rating system, because no way, there's one teacher who's excellent, and another one who's good enough, for what this person can afford. So what I'm even saying is, if there was a rating system that then determined, the premium that you put on the price of the teacher, because if you left it at $35, but somebody cannot afford that, a lot of people cannot afford that. A month is a lot of money to add to, children are still going to eat, they're still going to school, they still have other needs. So that may be excessive. So what I'm even saying to you is, find a way to. Okay.
Data point. So how long has the teacher been there? What is the rating versus how long they've
there,
Exactly.
5-star, 4-star, 3-star. It's like a combination of different things that would then say, okay, this teacher is now our premium teacher. So teachers can even know what they need to do to get to
that level.
and behind, you then have that pricing. It might not be necessary that the parents need to see the different prices, but behind you then have different pricing that parents can say, oh, this is the one I can afford. Knowing that all your teachers are good, then you know that will fit into that bracket based on how long they've been on the platform, based on the kinds of students they've taught, based on the kinds of reviews they've gotten. Like, there are just a number of things that you can use for that. So if you're not collecting that data now, it would be good to collect it, because these are the kinds of things that can set you apart from others, like real competitive advantage, not just affordable or being customer-centric. Yeah, exactly, and that's where the AI comes in. And you don't really have to mention AI if you can't defend it. Like, it won't be bad. We don't care. We just care about you doing good work. So if you can defend AI or any other buzz technology word, just leave it out. Yeah. All right. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And next up, we have Omo Alakwe of Street Waste. Omo is the founder of our company, and their core focus is on waste recycling. Thank you so much, Omo.
Hello, good afternoon. And so,
On this beautiful morning, the 30th of September to be precise, Kate had an appointment to seal a contract deal with Dangote. And just on her way, her car got stuck in a ditch. She looked around. What would she do? She called out for help. Unfortunately, she had help, and she was able to meet up with an appointment. And she got thinking, supposing there were no help around, what would she have done? The ditch was there as a result of water retention. Just close to it is a drainage which had been clogged, preventing the free flow of water. Guess what? It's been clogged with plastic bottles, PET bottles, pure water sachet, plastic bags that would actually take over 500 years for it to decompose. These and many other issues are what we face as a result of poor waste management. Would you want to actually think about that we're running out of landfill space? Also, these landfill space actually are major contributors to soil pollution. This same soil that you and I actually need to grow our food. And yes, Lagos and Nigeria, our population is increasing every day. And with an increase in population comes an increase in the waste we generate. And in Lagos alone, only about 13,000 tons of waste is being generated daily, and out of which 35% can be recycled. Yes, you see challenges and you see problems around us. But as Street Waste Company, we see opportunity. Waste recycling. It is an opportunity that can actually bring into the Nigerian economy up to $8 billion US. And that's why at Street Waste Company, we engage waste pickers. They go about to pick up these plastic bottles. They get commission in return for it. And we as well take it to the recycling plant where it is recycled to another product. Thereby we enhance a circular economy. And we give these waste pickers an alternative source of income. We also partner with corporate organizations that are sustainability focused to help them achieve their sustainability policy. And one of our competitive edge. Yes, we have.
Do you want to, you don't want to, can you give me a range or an?
Okay, it's accumulated, so from 2018, 2019, so we would say going to 800.
800,000. Okay. What do you track? What makes your business successful? What do you track as a business? What are the KPIs? What are the metrics track? I'm curious to know what is success for your company.
Okay, what is success for us is to see achieve a sustainable environment.
Yeah, I know. So that's the impact side. I'm trying to look. What metrics do you track? What numbers do you track?
How do you know that you will do well by the end of this year? Like, what would you look at, the numbers that you look at? So you told us 1 million units. What other things do you look at to say, oh, guys, we did well this year?
So apart from that, apart from the collection, like I said, part of our next milestone is to diversify our revenue generation. So apart from collection, would look at the consulting aspect and also the partnership. The partnership is also a place we generate revenue from, the consultation and other aspects we are looking at.
Can I ask, have you guys been doing this full time since 2017?
Okay, to an extent, yes, but more full time between 2018 and 2019.
Okay, because it's actually a bit of some time that you've been.
Because basically what we do is we engage the waste pickers. So we are on them, reaching out to them, going to check on them and that.
I understand. I'm just saying that it's taking a bit of time to be able to get to that next phase of bailing, and because I know this aggregation phase is usually like the first phase.
All right,
that was why I asked the question. It's just why I asked.
So for that, it's actually a challenge in Lagos when we talk about space and logistics. That's a huge challenge that has actually affected us. Because if you want to look at the space issue, we don't really have so much space like that. And if you want to go to the extremes of Lagos to get the space, then you'll be talking about the logistic challenge. So those are the things we have to figure out as a business so that we don't just rush into it and at the end of the day we are asking ourselves questions.
So I was first going to say that I like the way you walked through your problem. When you told us about the problem, I like the way you walked from something that was familiar. So you started with getting in a ditch, which is what everyone here would understand.
Thank you.
As opposed to maybe saying that there's landfills and all. Some people don't, as much as, you know, that's something good to know, like some people don't connect with that. So that's actually a very good angle.
Thank you.
The other thing I'm struggling with is how your current model is scalable. I know in your future projection you said something about, but you said you guys are still thinking around how you can use technology, you know, in an effective way. What you're doing now is having pickers, and it's like one per community per space. Is that the same model you want to continue with?
Okay.
Because I don't.
Okay, no.
Okay.
So right now we've gotten an approved space with Ikoyi in the local government, set up a mini collection center. So with that, we'll be able to increase the number of people that will come drop off at our space. Then the number of waste pickers will be increased. So we're progressing. That's why we need the aggregation hub, so that people can actually come, that are deliberate about this, can come when they're on their way to school or church and drop off their recyclables at our hub, and we'll be able to sort it. So not only the waste pickers, so we'll be able to engage registered households, individuals, to bring in their recyclables.
Is there a reason why this is your model? Like people will come to your collection center and drop
Because
it?
of logistics.
So is your problem it's not a market problem?
It's a market problem. It's a market problem. When you want to talk about logistics, now let's say for example you want me to come and just pick 50 bottles of pets from your house. I have to drive down Bonfell, time, and we're paying for the driver as well. But looking at it, it's not that 50 bottles would be at a loss. So that's why we want to have a hub in a community, just around where people are with lots of activities, and they can be able to bring in their recyclables. So if we choose to go and get these recyclables from you, that means you might be having huge volume. So then we can say, okay, fine, we'll be getting our vehicle to pick the volume. That's why presently we are engaging waste pickers that can pick in volume.
What could be good to target the places, you know, that have a huge community, like in the States. So imagine if you went to VGC, for example, and you engage them and said, okay, where people can come and deposit their bottles here, and then you pick up maybe once a week or whatever. Because then that way it's more...
Yes. So it's part of it's one of the major success we had with the Ikoyi in the LCDA, where they gave us an approved space so that people can come and drop it off. So we had someone did approach us from Ajegule, but we are yet to conclude on that. So if we could get partnerships in different areas, different communities regarding the space, it would mount up to.
I think closed, you know, like environment, like an estate. Like if you walked up to somebody who lived in, I don't know, there's something called Goshen Estate. Did I make it up? There's somewhere like Goshen Estate, right? I don't know what it is.
Okay, there is.
It's like an estate. So you go to whoever is managing the estate. And then speak to them.
Yes,
so that way, you know, you grow faster.
Yeah.
Than trying to reach an entire who do you know in Ajegunle?
Exactly. I think my own feedback is, what I'm getting from you is the problem statement is good. What you're trying to do is very good. But in terms of attacking the problem, there's partnership in terms of what she's talking about, where you can look at estates. You talked about the local government. There's partnership on Lagos State. There is environmental sanitation days. So you're saying logistics as a problem, but me, I'm saying it's even the opportunity, because you don't have to think about that. So you need to think about what sort of ways can you partner, because now you keep focusing on the waste pickers, which is just, it's not going to give you any traction. So you need to think on the level of partnership on households, communities, estates, and then public in terms of there's something already in terms of how waste is collected in Lagos. So how can you ride on the infrastructure that is already...
So regarding the Lagos State, yes, we are in talking terms with Loma for partnership.
Sure.
but I wouldn't like, because we've not yet come to a conclusion on that. But we're in talking terms with Loma on that.
Okay, maybe that's a good direction. I don't know if I have like specifics. I just know that the model of people coming to drop stuff, speakers might not be sustainable, and even like community, like the reason why we have that ditch you mentioned and why we have these issues, because people are not dropping stuff. You know, they only, and for people that even care about these things, which are maybe enlightened people that have traveled and, you know, they care about sustainability, they have people that come, they just drop it in their dustbin in front of their house. And that's as far as they can walk to drop anything. They have to be on your own level and drop.
Well, that's where the advocacy bits can come in. You know, the advocate, because you're young, you're trying to do something.
There are a number of platforms that do this. I'm just not trying to, but I know that there are a number of platforms that do this, and I know one of them and how like their processes are. So I'm just wondering if
we are progressing with stage, and we are putting the challenges and to see how we would overcome those challenges. So for the idea of someone coming to drop off, basically people from the low-income communities will actually go the lengths to drop it off.
You give them an incentive,
if they're going to get paid to do it. That's the only way.
Welcome back, everyone, and thank you, Omo. So to round us off, we will have our final participant and finalist, Nafisa of Nufesa. Nufesa provides workwear for the urban Muslim women. Welcome, Nafisa.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Nafisa Hussein Wahab, and I'm the founder of Nufesa. Have you ever worked the part for work while keeping to my Islamic standards of dressing? So I began to think, if I'm having this problem, what are other women like me wearing? So I started to do research, and I realized that a number of them encounter discrimination at the workplace. What I do was that I'll make my own, design my own clothes and take them to a tailor, and he'll make it, and I'll get a lot of compliments from Muslim and non-Muslim women. Nufaisa is a modest clothing line that provides clean-cut workwear for the urban Muslim woman. Why the Muslim woman is simple is just because her needs are extremely specific. So what we do is that we put her Islamic guidelines of dressing into every design that we make. Secondly is that we hope that she looks modest, stylish, fashionable, looking the part for work, and not compromising her Islamic faith. The reason why this is very, very close to my heart is because you see a lot of Muslim women take a lackadaisical attitude towards work. You know, they feel, oh, I cannot work in a bank. They are not going to give me, I have to dress the way they want me to dress, so I will not do it. And then you see their husbands opening like stores, and then they are doing sales. And for me, I believe if you have the degree, you have the qualification, why are you into petty sales? Why not, own your own seats at the table? So to bring awareness to the challenges that she faces at work, and to educate and change the negative perception that a lot of organizations have, and they feel like, oh, you cannot be a Muslim or dress a certain way, to be a banker, to be a lawyer, rights should be upheld. Our market validation. Until we started, until I enrolled at the SLA Africa Accelerator Program, I did not know anything about minimum viable products. Well, I did not know the concept and that it was termed that way. But what we did in 2017 was that we made 60 pieces of our designs and we took it to the Essence Lifestyle Expo. So the Essence Lifestyle Expo is like an expo for Muslims, basically. That was like, to me, the perfect place to go. And on the first day, we sold out all 60 items. The following day, we didn't even have anything to show. We had to start taking orders and making and sending it to them. And that was when I realized that we were onto something. The market size of modest fashion. Vogue and Forbes have estimated the modest fashion industry in just 2019 to higher necklines, longer sleeve lengths, lower hemlines, looser pants, and barefoot. The adoption for that for us is that we attend a lot of retail exhibitions, that we partner with prestigious fashion companies and leverage on their, what's it called now? And leverage on their goodwill. Secondly is that we do collaboration. In Nigeria, Elora, Amnas, to name a few. And internationally, there's the Modest, Modernisa, Fashionable, H&M, and Zara. Our competitive advantage is that in Nigeria, we're the first to launch a modest workwear. And something close to my heart is that we are selling the message of power and confidence for women through fashion. Our team include, we are a team of 5, myself included. There is Khadija, who helps us out with all marketing materials. There's Mr. Emmanuel, who is our head tailor. Basically, he translates most of the designs to life. Then we have Inosa assist him, and recently we've added Elizabeth. Some press. Here are some of our customer testimonials. This one is close to my heart because it shows that we are delivering our promise. The traction, this is from November of last year to September 2019. If we win the grant, it will help us expand and implement our ideas. The money will be used for the following, which is, one is to produce items to stock at different local stores, retail stores, to launch complementary products, which was the way I'm dressed. She can get everything from one place. And then to employ more assistants, because if we need to produce to stock at different stores, then we'll need more manpower. Thank you. So let's say it cost me 10,000 to make this item. We multiply it by 2 to sell.
Multiply by 2? That's 100.
Because I was afraid.
Right. Yeah, like 2%.
So you sell it to 20K, almost
yes,
like 200.
something like
yeah, that's
yes,
2x,
like
100%.
Yes, 100%, sorry.
Okay, because I was wondering how you were going to survive.
Yeah.
The pitch was very good. I really, really liked it. And it shows, how passionate you are about what you're doing.
It shows the workwear is working.
Sorry?
She's confident.
Yeah, she's very, very confident. I like the way you look as well.
Thank you.
I'm sure a lot of women will see this and, feel confident to purchase or buy your products as well. So very well done. I really don't have much questions to ask because you really, really sold it, right? You explained what you guys are doing. So what is your, how many items have you sold?
One, because it's capacity. I explained with Chuku that sometimes when I get so much order from a previous month, 2 days outside Nigeria, within Nigeria we do 3 to 5 days. So the time, yes, our capacity basically.
Okay. And what does that translate to in terms of sales?
Of March, we did 49, so it was 702,000.
So that means that, you had said, and you had said you did 4.7 million.
So, well, the cheapest thing we have now is between 10,000 to 25,000. Yeah, that's the highest we have.
An average is around 15,000.
Yes, an average is around 15. Yes, the two pigs. I'm afraid of.
Yeah.
Last time when you made 2 point something, how much of it was profit after you paid everybody?
About 1.2.
1.2 million.
Yes.
From 2 point.
Close to
almost 50.
close
At
to
the end of the year, what?
close to 90.
What happened in
2.7,
August of
okay,
this
yeah,
year was
50,
pretty
yeah.
low, your revenue on the traction
Oh,
board.
I went for Hajj.
Okay, right.
Children went back to school. Right. Yes. It picks up. But can I ask, like, what percentage do you think is reasonable in times like that? Because sometimes when I say, oh, 25%, people are like, 25%, that's too much. So what will you typically recommend?
Yeah.
Yeah.
How do you acquire?
But like customers from like Senegal, Ghana would use the website.
Okay, then in terms of pressure, I also wanted to, in tracking, you track your best sellers, right? The ones
Yes,
that,
yes.
and then you're able to, best sellers, because you know that will move quickly as well.
Actually, before I give us that advice, instead of that sellers and then release them in different colors,
Exactly.
and that's what I've done since.
How do you manage, because for your own type of business, in terms of keeping the tailors, which is the core of your business, how are you managing that? Then the other thing I picked up on was you talked about you going for Hajj and thinking that was linked to why sales drop goes on irrespective.
So regarding the tailors, honestly, I won't even lie, I've struggled with a lot, but I've been able to keep Mr. Emmanuel for a very long time, and that's why I always say it is like the realest MVP. And what I do is that I typically treat him like family. Since I'm a lawyer, he recently had a custody battle of his son, and I'll just put myself in cases like that and just let him know that, you know, we're a startup, but it doesn't mean that things are going to be like this forever. Imagine you needed a lawyer and I left everything I was doing to be there for you. So I think that kind of tactic works with artisans. Then regarding the issue with Hajj, I think I have a problem like trusting people to work on my behalf. So that's something that I'm working on, because we just got somebody to do our marketing strategy for next year, and she was suggesting that I needed to have like someone, like an executive assistant, to be able to run the whole thing if I wasn't there.
Needs to shadow you as fast as well. And ensuring that you like each other and you can work together. But once you have those processes in place, that allows people to just come in and fit into your organization, then it makes it easier.
With us this week, actually.
So do you have a place? Do you have a?
Yes, we have like, should I call it a production space and a warehouse, because our customers don't come there. All we do is produce, package, send. DHL picks up, produce, package, DHL.
So you can have this one person that you're relying on, but the more you have standards to what are the types of, so that everybody knows what to do and something doesn't just happen.
Other people that can do 60, at least 3, then we'll be at around 2,200, and hopefully by that time we'll be able to do 4,000. With the outfit. I actually wanted to do this and this, but my problem was that these days they have an era at the border. So the quality of jersey I'm seeing me.
Right. Helps you diversify the things that you can do as well, and the accessories, like she said, that you can add to.
Now that the pitches are over, our judges are going to take a few minutes to deliberate, and then we'll come back after a short break. Thank you.
Scale up their businesses. Seriously, she leads Africa Accelerator program has been wonderful.
I've been able to implement a lot of the things I've learned from the program into my business. The She Leads Africa Accelerator program is unique because it keeps short, because I felt like I wasn't good enough. But now I feel like I can take it all.
I was a full-time housewife with no direction, and I didn't even know, no purpose. But with your articles and everything you do, I have been empowered.
Building the life of your dreams is hard, and everyone deserves a bit of help. Events to webinars and more, we are here to help you shine. Get started today by signing up to our newsletter. With just a click of a button, you can get information about career and business opportunities, as well as inspirational advice delivered to your inbox. Don't wait, sis. The life you've always wanted is just around the corner.
Thank you so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I was a full-time housewife with no direction, and I didn't even know, no purpose. But articles and everything you do, I have been empowered.
Building the life of your dreams is hard, and everyone deserves a bit of help. That's where we come in. She Leads Africa is a platform that helps women just like you get the mentorship, knowledge, and networks they need to build the career or businesses they want. From articles to events to webinars and more, we are here to help you shine. Get started today by signing up to our newsletter. With just a click of a button, you can get information about career and business opportunities, as well as inspirational advice delivered right to your inbox. Don't wait, sis. The life you've always wanted is just around the corner.
Thank you so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I was a full-time housewife with no direction, and I didn't even know, no purpose. But your articles and everything you do, I have been empowered.
Building the life of your dreams is hard, and everyone deserves a bit of help. That's where we come in. She Leads Africa is a platform that helps women just like you get the mentorship, knowledge, and networks they need to build the career or businesses they want. From articles to events to webinars and more, we are here to help you shine. Get started today by signing up to our newsletter. With just a click of a button, you can get information about career and business opportunities, as well as inspirational advice delivered right to your inbox. Don't wait, sis. The life you've always wanted is just around the corner.
Thank you so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Ideas that we as women have, but because we believe, oh, we cannot walk into the bank and get a loan of a certain amount, it restricts us.
In She Leads Africa Accelerator Program, it's a very thorough program for people that want to scale up their businesses.
Seriously, She Leads Africa Accelerator Program has been wonderful.
I've been able to implement a lot of the things I've learned from the program into my business. The She Leads Africa Accelerator Program is unique because it caters to women.
When you are in the midst of people of like minds, you feel great, and it encourages you, it boosts your energy.
I feel like the old brain I came with, I have dropped it. Maybe SLA has shot that brain dead. As opposed to before, I was cutting myself short because I felt like I wasn't good enough. But now I feel like I can take it all. There are 101 ideas that we as women have, but because we believe, oh, we cannot walk into the bank and get a loan of a certain amount, it restricts us.
In She Leads Africa Accelerator Program, it's a very thorough program for people that want to scale up their businesses.
Seriously, She Leads Africa Accelerator Program has been wonderful.
I've been able to implement a lot of the things I've learned from the program into my business. The She Leads Africa Accelerator Program is unique because it caters to women.
When you are in the midst of people of like minds, you feel great, and it encourages you, it boosts your energy.
I feel like the old brain I came with, I have dropped it. Maybe SLA has shot that brain dead. As opposed to before, I was cutting myself short because I felt like I wasn't good enough. But now I feel like I can take it all. There are 101 ideas that we as women have, but because we believe, oh, we cannot walk into the bank and get a loan of a certain amount, it restricts us.
In She Leads Africa Accelerator Program, it's a very thorough program for people that want to scale up their businesses.
Seriously, She Leads Africa Accelerator Program has been wonderful.
I've been able to implement a lot of the things I've learned from the program into my business. The She Leads Africa Accelerator Program is unique because it caters to women.
When you are in the midst of people of like minds, you feel great, and it encourages you, it boosts your energy.
I feel like the old brain I came with, I have dropped it. Maybe SLA has shot that brain dead. As opposed to before, I was cutting myself short because I felt like I wasn't good enough. But now I feel like I can take it all. There are 101 ideas that we as women have, but because we believe, oh, we cannot walk into the bank and get a loan of a certain amount, it restricts us.
In She Leads Africa Accelerator Program, it's a very thorough program for people that want to scale up their businesses.
Seriously, She Leads Africa Accelerator Program has been wonderful.
I've been able to implement a lot of the things I've learned from the program into my business. The She Leads Africa Accelerator Program is unique because it caters to women.
When you are in the midst of people of like minds, you feel great, and it encourages you, it boosts your energy.
I feel like the old brain I came with, I have dropped it. Maybe SLA has shot that brain dead. As opposed to before, I was cutting myself short because I felt like I wasn't good enough. I've been able to implement a lot of the things I've learned from the program into my business. The She Leads Africa Accelerator program is unique because it caters to women.
You know, when you are in the midst of people,
maybe SLA has shot that brain dead, as opposed to before I was cutting myself short because I felt like I wasn't good enough. But now I feel like I can take it all. There are 101 ideas that we as women have, but because we believe, oh, we cannot walk into the bank and, you know, get a loan of a certain amount, it restricts us.
In She Leads Africa Accelerator program, it's a very thorough program for people that want to scale up their businesses.
Seriously, She Leads Africa Accelerator program has been wonderful.
I've been able to implement a lot of the things I've learned from the program into my business. The She Leads Africa Accelerator program is unique because it caters to women.
You know, when you're in the midst of people of like minds, you feel great, and it encourages you, it boosts your energy.
I feel like the old brain I came with, I have dropped it. Maybe SLA has shot that dead, as opposed to before I was cutting myself short because I felt like I wasn't good enough. But now I feel like I can take it all. There are 101 ideas that we as women have, but because we believe
with your articles and everything you do, I have been empowered.
Building the life of your dreams is hard, and everyone deserves a bit of help. That's where we come in. She Leads Africa is a platform that helps women just like you get the mentorship, knowledge, and networks they need to build the career or businesses they want. From articles to events to webinars and more, we are here to help you shine. Get started today by signing up to our newsletter. With just a click of a button, you can get information about career and business opportunities, as well as inspirational advice delivered right to your inbox. Don't wait, sis. The life you've always wanted is just around the corner.
Thank you so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I was a full-time housewife with no direction, and I didn't even know, no purpose. But with your articles and everything you do, I have been empowered.
Building the life of your dreams is hard, and everyone deserves a bit of help. That's where we come in. She Leads Africa is a platform that helps women just like you get the mentorship, knowledge, and networks they need to build the career or businesses they want. From articles to events to webinars and more, we are here to help you shine. Get started today by signing up to our newsletter. With just a click of a button, you can get information about career and business opportunities, as well as inspirational advice delivered right to your inbox. Don't wait, sis. The life you've always wanted is just around the corner.
Thank you so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I was a full-time housewife with no direction, and I didn't even know, no purpose. But with your articles and everything you do, I have been empowered.
Building the life of your dreams is hard, and everyone deserves a bit of help. That's where we come in. She Leads Africa is a platform that helps women just like you get the mentorship, knowledge, and networks they need to build the career or businesses they want. From articles to events to webinars and more, we are here to help you shine. Get started today by signing up to our newsletter. With just a click of a button, you can get information about career and business opportunities, as well as inspirational advice delivered right to your inbox. Don't wait, sis. The life you've always wanted is just around the corner.
Thank you so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I was a full-time housewife with direction, and I didn't even know, no purpose. But with your articles and everything you do, I have been empowered.
Building the life of your dreams is hard, and everyone deserves a bit of help. That's where we come in. She Leads Africa is a platform that helps women just like you get the mentorship, knowledge, and networks they need to build the career or businesses they want. From articles to events to webinars and more, we are here to help you shine. Get started today by signing up to our newsletter. With just a click of a button, you can get information about career and business opportunities as well as inspirational advice delivered right to your inbox. Don't wait, sis. The life you've always wanted is just around the corner.
Thank you so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I was a full-time housewife with no direction, and I didn't even know, no purpose. Articles and everything you do, I have been with no direction, and I didn't even know, no purpose. But with your articles and everything you do, I have been empowered.
Building the life of your dreams is hard, and everyone deserves a bit of help. That's where we come in. She Leads Africa, a platform that helps. With the click of a button, you can get information about career and business opportunities as well as inspirational advice delivered right to your inbox. Don't wait, sis. The life you've always wanted is just around the corner.
Thank you so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Advice delivered right to your inbox. Don't wait, sis. The life you've always wanted is just around the corner.
Thank you so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Where we come in. She Leads Africa is a platform that helps women just like you get the mentorship, knowledge, and networks they need to build the career or businesses they want. From articles to events to webinars and more, we are here to help you shine. Get started today by signing up to our newsletter. With just a click.
I was a full-time housewife with no direction, and I didn't even know, no purpose. But
Of a button, you can get information about career and business opportunities as well as inspirational advice delivered right to your inbox. Don't wait. What you've always wanted is just around the corner.
Thank you so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
It restricts us.
In She Leads Africa Accelerator Program, it's a very thorough program for people that want to scale up their businesses.
Serious. As opposed to before, I was cutting myself short because I felt like I wasn't good enough. But now I feel like I can take it all.
again, I would like to say thank you to everyone who has watched this event with us from the beginning and now to the end. And I would also like to say a big thank you to our partners, the Work in Progress Alliance. It has been a finalists pitch their businesses. And now we have to announce the winners. But before we do that, we want to hear from the judges about how they came to their decisions. Bonola?
Okay. So we went based on, the ability to scale, how genuine the idea was, and basically how they were able to deliver the understanding of their product and service. Yeah.
Thank you so much. Bode, do you want to add a few words?
Okay, so I think it's basically that as well, and then just the impact. So beyond how they're going to make money and the impact that they're also able to make, and just ensuring that they have the knowledge and skill to actually do what they have said they want to do.
Okay, thank you guys so much. I want to say a big thank you for your time and your expertise, for the questions you asked the finalists. They were really, really great. And now we would like to ask Dayo and Damilola to come on stage and present our third place winner.
Okay. To EduPoint.
Thank you, Leah. For our second place winner, we'd like to invite Dolapo from the Work in Progress Alliance.
Okay, thank you. Thank you everyone for being here. So I'm going to be presenting to the second place winner. Just like you were trying to put up a suspense. So everybody breathe in, breathe out.
Okay, so before we announce our 2 million naira grand prize winner, I would like to do a quick recap of all the events from tonight. So we've had 5 finalists speech. Doing the silence now, we're going to have Wonola and Bode come on stage and
So, should we go?
Yes.
And the winner of the 2 million naira She Leads Africa Accelerator Prize is Nufisa. Well done.
Congratulations.
Congratulations, Nafisa.
Congratulations. Well done.
Don't spend it in a hurry.
So I'd like to say big congratulations once again to Nafisa of Nufesa, whose startup makes urban wear for the Muslim woman. And I'd also say thank you to everyone who has stayed with us up until this moment, and see you next year.